Part I, the Gender Snapshot 2020 for Sdg-Sustainable Development Goals. SDG-1, Nitrogen Monoxide Poverty. At current rates, it will take an additional 137 years to end extreme poverty among women. Social protection is key for poverty eradication. Yet 50.1% of women are covered by at least one social protection benefit, compared to 54.6% of men. SDG-2, Zero Hunger. There are 47.8 million more moderately or severely food insecure women than men. Closing the gender gap in farm productivity and the wage gap in food systems would reduce the number of food insecure people by 45 million. SDG-3, Good Health and Well-Being. Conflict and displacement are key risk factors for women's physical and mental health. In Sudan, around 1.2 million pregnant and breastfeeding women are expected to suffer from malnutrition and face complications during delivery. SDG-4, Quality Education. Today, 119.3 million girls remain out of school, down by 5.4 million since 2015. The annual global cost of the education skills deficit surpasses $10 trillion, more than the GDP of France and Japan combined. In sub-Saharan Africa, the cost is $210 billion, exceeding 10% of the GDP in this region. SDG-5, Gender Equality. Discriminatory legal frameworks prevail in many parts of the world. In 18% of countries, women do not have equal rights to confer citizenship to their spouses and their children. 54% of countries do not have laws that base the legal definition of rape on the lack of freely given consent. In 51% of countries, there is at least one restriction preventing women from doing the same jobs as men. 72% of countries set the minimum age of marriage below 18 years, with no legal exceptions for both women and men. 1 in every 8 women and girls aged 15 to 49 was subjected to sexual or physical violence by an intimate partner in the previous year. Countries with domestic violence legislation have lower rates of intimate partner violence than those without legislation, 9.5% compared to 16.2%. 18.7% of women aged 20 to 24 years were married before age 18, down from 24.1% in 2003. At current rates, child marriage will only end in 2092. Globally, women spend 2.5 times as many hours a day on unpaid care and domestic work as men. In 2023, women held 26.9% of seats in parliaments, 35.5% of seats in local governments, and 27.5% of managerial positions. Women account for less than 40% of owners or rights bearers for agricultural land in 32 out of 49 countries with data. SDG-6, Clean Water and Sanitation. Women and girls spend 250 million hours per day on water collection. That is over 3 times more than men and boys. SDG-7, Affordable and Clean Energy. Electrification increases women's employment outside the home by 9 to 23 percentage points. Universal access to clean cooking could save women 40 hours a week on average.